Hello, welcome back to my channel, and here I am with another video. On this video I will give you a basic idea how you can make this motorcycle seat and create that bump. That bump has two stitches on each side, and I will show you the whole process. My friend, if you have a lot of experience working on this trade and you are here watching this video, so thank you so much. This video it is for those who are learning this beautiful trade, so thank you so much for all of you for being here. Remember, my videos are just an idea, nothing more than that. The whole motorcycle seat cover will be out of leather. First, you will cut a piece of material. You can make a pattern if you want. I am just cut the leather and I put glue, and I am gluing that leather on top of the motorcycle seat cover. You might ask me why I didn't remove the cover. Well, sometimes it is better to remove the cover and unstitch it, but in this case I prefer to glue the new material on top of the old cover and mark it in there. As you can see, I made some cuts, some split, that way I can force the leather to get the motorcycle shape. Then I use a chalk, and you can see under the leather it is a top stitch. I just put the mark exactly on top of that top stitch. Simple as that. I am not going to make nothing different on this motorcycle seat. Will be exactly like the old cover, so I just start tracing all around the stitch. There is another stitch, so I put a line around that stitch, and I will put this mark on one side, then I will fold it by half and create those marks on the other side. Those marks are very important. It will help you when you are sewing all those pieces together. Right here I am putting my mark exactly where the bump it is. Okay, I can unglue this leather and I will cut it. A lot of people just give you 1/4 of an inch for the seam allowance. I give 1/2 of an inch for the seam allowance. So, and then I fold it by half and I create those mark notches on the other side. Then I trim a little bit, making sure both sides are equal. And here I have this, the face of the motorcycle seat. I will do something. I will fold it over, just making sure that mark of the line it is equal on both sides, and there it is. So I will make it like a pattern, because if I do this out of leather, if I cut it at the beginning out of leather, I will waste a lot of material. I don't want to waste leather, so I use any vinyl left over to make a pattern on out of that area. In same thing, I will put the line exactly where those stitches are. Nothing new. There is the top stitch. I just put the line exactly on the top stitch. And right here on the bottom, it comes with rivet, and I will have to do the same thing, put it back with rivet. So I am making putting that line in there, but I will fold it by 1/2 inch in there. So it's kind of hardest, this kind of motorcycle seat, because it comes with rivet. Some motorcycle seats you just put a staple and the stainless steel staple, and that's it. Way easier than this, but not a big deal. We can make it, not a problem. So right there I just cut, because I need to see where the other mark it is, and there it is. I unglued this piece and cut it. I will use this pattern to cut the leather. And same thing, I fold it by half. I need to make sure both sides are equal. All the time, I recommend you to do this all the time. And then I put them on there, just making sure. I don't have to, but just put them on there. That way you can see it. Right here, I will put a rivet in there. And I mark it that because it looks like if it is a little bit bigger, that area. So, and I put glue on this. The glue that I am using, it is spray glue. That's not good for a lot of, for headliner. I don't recommend you that glue. For door panel, dashboard, I don't recommend you to use that glue. If you're going to make like pleats, and then you can use that glue, but just for pleats. Furniture, yes, furniture. A lot of people use this kind of glue on furniture. And then I'm going to trace that piece. Nothing new, just exactly like the old one. A lot of people remove the old cover. Sometimes I remove the old cover. To be honest, sometimes I remove it and I stitch it. Then I use the old cover to cut the new one. But on this one, some pieces might work, but the big piece, the face, because it is stretchy, when I try to cut, maybe will fail. That's why I don't use it. That's what I prefer to cut everything, like put them on top and trace it like that. And you can see I am using the pattern to cut the new pieces of the leather. If you are kind of short on material or you don't want to waste material, always make a pattern. Always. Will take a little bit longer, but that's this. I will use a light gray thread, B92. There are two ways how you can create that bump. One with foam, the other one without foam. I will put just a piece of material in there. Light fabric, I recommend you. And here is the thing. You see the line, yellow line? So I am sewing, not on top of the line, 1/8 away from that line. I am using the presser foot as a guide. The right side of the presser foot is going exactly on top of the yellow line. 1/8 away, 1/8 of an inch. And I keep sewing. It's one stitch. And then I will get a 1/8 thickness piping plastic, and I will put them on there. See, between the fabric and the leather. It's 1/8. And I just use the regular presses foot. I push the piping through the first stitch, then I sew it. And I keep going like that. Push the the pipe into the stitch and sewing. And you will do it like that all the way. The distance from one stitch to another one is a 1/4 of an inch. Okay. And then because you have 4 stitches, I will put one more stitch using the the left side of the presser foot as a guide. I can put a line in there, but it won't make sense. But if you don't have experience, my friend, using the presser foot as a guide, I recommend you to put that line. And same thing right here. A lot of people have been working on this trade, they do it this way. This is nothing new. I am not showing you nothing new on here. But if you don't have experience, I am giving you an idea how you can make it. Then I cut around the stitch, both sides. Then I will sew all the other pieces, making sure those notches match each other. and I cut them on there. I don't want to leave it like that. Keep sewing all those pieces. This is the top back piece. This machine, it is a console 226, and same thing right here. If you don't have experience and you think you are going to confuse when you are sewing those pieces, just put a number on it, put a mark on it. That way you know number one. If you put a number one is going with number two with number three, like that. This motorcycle seat doesn't have a lot of pieces, but there are some motorcycle seats that have a lot of pieces, and maybe you might get confused. Same thing. Now I will use same pressed foot to put a top stitch. I have the pressed foot with the guide on it for a top stitch, but you can see I am not using it. I am not using it, just using the regular. You might asking why. I choose to do it this way because there are a lot of people who have been learning and they can see it. How do I make it? Other way they might think, oh, you can do it like that. You can do it a perfect top stitch because you are using a guide. But you can see how beautiful that top stitch come out without a accessory. I am using a light gray thread right here, but on the other side I replaced the bobbin for a black. B92 black is the bobbin, and I am folding 1/2 of an inch. This will be all around. It come out like that and it will go like that. So that is. I will take it to a table and I will start mounting this cover, but first I will remove the old one. You know, it comes with rivets, so I have to remove all those rivets. Then I remove the old cover and I will add a 1/4 of an inch foam on top. And I will trim around the tops where that top stitch was. After that, I will add plastic. If you are new on this, you might ask, why do you going to add plastic? It doesn't have it before. If your motorcycle seat have a stitch, I always recommend to put a plastic on it. Why? Because water might go through those stitches and will be take time to dry that foam. So that's what I put plastic. No matter what, with plastic, without plastic, the water will go through it. The difference is without plastic, the water will go through inside the foam. It will take longer to dry. And with plastic, the water will go through it, and then at the same way, we'll run it to the side. That would be the only difference. So I put the cover on it, and I start making holes to hold the cover with rivet. This will take time. You have to make a hole, put a rivet on it. I am using a wireless rivet gun, and when you are making those holes, make sure to adjust the drill bits, because otherwise the hole might go through the other side and make a hole on the leather, and you don't want that. So adjust it 1/2 inch, at least 1/2 inch. Then I make another hole. I pull the cover, I make a hole, then I put a rivet, and same thing all around. You see the cover, then you pull it. You will see how much you have to pull it. If you have a wrinkle, you have to find a way which way you're going to pull it to eliminate that wrinkle. As you can see, it is almost done. I just have to put a few more rivets. I didn't show you the whole process of putting those rivets. I just giving you an idea. And there is the motorcycle seat done. It looks beautiful. Look beautiful. You can see the bump in there. Bump in the motorcycle seat. I am not that agree with that bump. That's what the customer asked me to do. I suggest him to eliminate that bump, but he didn't listen to me, so I listened to him and I did what he wanted. So, and there it is, the motorcycle seat cover. Thank you for watching this video, my friend. Remember, like I always says, the purpose of my video, it is just to give you an idea. And this video is not in the section. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If that was your case, don't forget to hit the like button. Any comment, leave it in the comment section on this video. And see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.